So today is the day that I reached out into the comments and I asked you guys, hey, what should I fill this massive hole with here? And how should I make this look? And you guys gave me some fantastic suggestions. And I have to say thanks to Darkener for your amazing suggestion. It says, could you recreate that one lake with the tree in the middle from the beginning that you built? Basically, this tree is what they're talking about. This tree right here. Recreate this tree, but make it sort of a lake. And I'm thinking like mystical lake as well. But make this tree be holding up this whole island. And I'm thinking about having like the roots expand off and sort of the platform that leads up to it be a root. Yeah, I think this could actually work. And then I want to incorporate some of our sort of industrial design also into that as well, and still kind of keep it mystical. And I think the center is where the illuminizer is going to go. That takes us straight up into the middle of this island. Oh, this is going to be a very, very fun project. Also, by the way, I wanted to mention, if you guys are a supporter of any tier, regardless, whether that's on Patreon, on Discord, or a Twitch subscriber, you guys have access to this world download. And today is World Download Day. So be sure to get that world download. All you gotta do is head on over to Discord, make sure everything's linked up, and get your download today. This is gonna be pretty awesome. It's also gonna include all this content that you're gonna see in today's video. So this should be a pretty big world download. So right here is gonna be where everything starts. Look at this. So I have this sort of prepped out, and I think this is gonna be the base size of the main like root that's, or this trunk that's going to be going up. And so a neat little trick. If you are looking down, you can hit K, and then anytime you place your logs, they're going to be placed in this direction always. Same thing goes if you're looking this way, the logs are going to be placed in the way that you were looking. And even if I was to place them like that, they're still going to be placed in that direction. Really neat tool, and that's going to be very helpful for this because I think all of the logs are going to be facing downward. And I'm going to keep everything in a very specific, area. As you can see, you can also change it on the fly, just by hitting K, and you can see it's changing that square, every direction that I'm looking. So very, very cool. And I'm going to be using this because like for sections like this, where I'm sort of just, right now, I'm just sort of organically, coming up with the size of the base. This is really helpful, like really helpful. So as you can see, I'm going to be expanding this. And once I get sort of a shape, then I can start filling everything out. My reach is so far. Yeah, I'm going to start filling everything out. This should start looking pretty good within like, I don't know, 30 minutes from now. Now that I have the main part all built out, the giant stump, keep in mind that I am going to be changing this a little bit. Like this is going to be much thicker at the bottom, I think. And then of course the roots are going to be sprawled out. But I've got to kind of get some arms reaching out from here. And yeah, it'd be nice if it wasn't so dark as well. And then I've also got to add some detail on the outside, making everything look much thicker than it is. It's going to be sort of a thick, stumpy tree, which should work. So at the moment, I have somewhat of a base of the roots going down. I think this looks pretty good. I did light it up so it's easier to see. And the bottom is all nice and clumped up, which gives me a floor. The problem is I need a root to sort of reach through here in just the right way to make it look like it's a bridge to get into the center of this. Now, the next hard part is honestly creating the roots that all of the leaves are going to connect to, that is going to be holding this island up. And well, I have to make some more scaffolding because I can't fly. Flying would be really nice, but yeah, this is going to be probably the most time consuming process. Oh boy. So I'm trying to figure this out. I have like wood that's placed up here, sort of reaching out. I tried my best on that front with using scaffolding, but if I go ahead and go up here, I'm going to try and use my world shaper tool with my reach extending out. And we're going to see if I can't place leaves in a pretty large area and try and cover a large area. I don't know. I might want to set this like a 3x3. And then I need to place a leaf. Select it. I probably turn this off. Yeah, and then I can actually reach, it looks like, the area. Maybe this might actually be the best building tool I have. Let's see. Let's keep going up till I'm close enough. Wait, does it not work upside down? It only works... Oh, man. It doesn't work on the bottom side of blocks. That's interesting. Oh, there it goes. That's very specific. Yeah, no. I'm going to have to place all of this by hand. One leaf at a time. Oh, man. So after hours upon hours of placing leaves, and not placing that many, I love the reach that I have. It makes it so much easier. But still, I had to use scaffolding. Still isn't reaching the way I really wanted the top to look, but the bottom, oh, the bottom looks perfect. Honestly, with me building this by hand with no modded tools or anything, I really like how this turned out, especially with all of these down here. Like they're, yeah, I even spent all the time getting these to look okay down here. I think what's really going to make this look good is I'm actually going to have like spires that are coming off the top, or I guess stalactites / stalagmites. I'm going to have some reaching up and some reaching down from there as well. I think that's really going to tie this together. And then I've got to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with the underground part here, because that's going to be the thing. I already have the area where I'm going to be, you know, going up into, and then right here is going to be the chute that we end up taking our luminizers and using. So there will be like an area in here, and I plan on having that set up, and I also plan on having this reaching up into the middle. But yeah, you can see how cool it looks in the mini map with all the branches reaching out. Oh, I think this turned out perfect. So check this out. I've done a little bit more decorating. I added some arms off the top here and added these lights. And these are blaze lanterns, by the way, from not from Britannia, but the ones from Cork. And they light up so much. So this is looking fantastic at the moment. Now, rocket arrows. I know the mention of rocket arrows might make somebody cringe a little bit. And yes, they do make me cringe as well, because they're super scary, right? And you don't want, you know, your stuff being blown up. But I do want to try and blow a hole into this right here. We should be right in the center right here. And I'm going to raise myself up off the ground because I know it blows up the ground. The only thing I'm afraid of is if the arrow or the rocket comes back down. Yeah. Also, I might need to fix this while I'm here. But let's go ahead and do the rocket arrow first. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and fill this hole so it does operate properly. And hey, it did work, and it actually blows a perfect hole almost. Oh, wow. That was a lot better than I was thinking it was going to do. Okay. And we'll continue. Perfect. Oh, it does come back down, but luckily it just hit me. Oh, oh, oh. Warning, rocket arrows do come back down to the ground. Oh, man. So I'm currently working on the top part of all of this. It's looking good. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of going with that high pixel sort of vibe. So I placed down a bunch of a bunch of stone and like high pixel skyblock. Yes, I do play it every now and then. They have their hub has a sort of pattern, and it's really interesting with the dark and light contrast. And I thought about doing that for this as well. It looks really cool. And this is going to be basically where I have my showcase for my armor. And I'm also thinking about where exactly do I want to put my portal, because I do want a portal in here. I think I'm thinking about moving my portal and making it much larger. But where do I want to put this thing inside here? That's going to be the thing. And man, this looks really cool in the mini map. Oh my gosh. So I'm slowly but surely getting armor stands set up. Now, keep in mind, this is just me sort of coming up with the ideas. But what I really like is because I use stone, I can use these cork stone lamps to place invisible lights. They're like glowstone, but it lights up the whole area. And it looks like there's no light sources. That is perfect. Man, oh man, this whole thing is starting to look good. Now, I do have some plans some really big, kind of cool plans. I plan on down here getting some ores placed in. Of course, I still haven't figured out the bottom yet, but I think I'm going to integrate some of the vault ores into this. I know it's kind of wasting them, but I do want to use them as decoration. And up here is going to be where we set up the floaty bit. And then I've got to figure out what to do with the inside. Probably a bunch of leaves and stuff. Thing about Botania is I can use this bad boy. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I want to turn the roots. And to do that, I can just do this and it will remove all of these logs. And make them look like this. And I definitely want to get this done for these roots. This is a big part of this. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. Definitely more the style I definitely wanted. Most of this build is together. Like, I've gotten most of this done. I got the mana glass down. Everything is good. I put some ores in this to kind of give it some spark. And, well, the inside, I put some leaves. I still want more to do. I have vines growing. I still want to have more in here. But this definitely makes it look a little bit better, especially with the fairy lights. Lights it up so it's nice and bright. And, of course, this. And also, if you use mana glass, when you pass through it, you don't take damage. So keep that in mind. You don't take damage through the glass. Now, I do want a way to quickly be able to teleport back to our base. So I went ahead and pulled this, the warp plate that we had. And I'm just going to go ahead and resync that warp plate. And this is the warp plate that takes us right back here. So if we honestly wanted to get there really quick, we could just warp back up here and we're good to go. Of course, this is one way. If I click this, it's not going to take me back down. This is only a one-way thing, but I think it's a really, really cool way to travel. Now, as far as the decoration up here, I did go ahead and get my portal built up, and I have some fluid pipes I'm building up, and you might notice this fluid right here. Yeah, that's right. If I touch this fluid, we get time acceleration too. That's what killed me in the vault originally, and we also get blindness. So awful thing to get, but it's basically like I have this set up so it kind of looks like I'm pumping out void fluid. I'm going to have void fluid on each one of them once I go back into another vault, and I'm going to grab void fluid and have it look like it's bleeding out from this island that is floating and would be the reason why it is here. And yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Of course, I still have my main portal. This is I moved it, so now we have to come up here to go into the vault. All of my armor stands are ready to go. I have 75 armor stands, but I don't think that's how many different sets there are. I'm pretty sure there's close to 50 or so. I think somebody had said, Iskel said there was like 50 different armor varieties. But we'll see. As I go through, I'm going to start over here and I'm going to start filling them out with set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, I have them staggered every now and then, you know, just give it that kind of look like it's all different, you know. That's what I was kind of going for. I tried my best anyways to make this look interesting. Because it is just a flat grid. And like I said, I went with the floor tile here pattern, similar to the way it is on Hypixel Skyblock. I thought that was a really, really cool way of going about doing this. But all in all, this massive tree is looking so good. I'm loving this. I'm loving this whole design. I think this was a really, really fun build. And I got most of it done in one day. I would really like to maybe get some windows in this tree. I think that would look cool with some of that cool fancy stained glass that's in here that I've used in my Botania room. But other than that, man, you know, you get really proud of yourself when you turn around and you're like, this looks pretty. Man, it really makes you proud of your builds. That's for sure. I'm proud of this build. This is definitely one that's going to go in my books of excited to do. And it only took me, I would say, 6 hours to probably build. Not counting how long it took for the island to, of course, get up there. If I had to build that island out, it would have taken forever. Thankfully, Botania did that last episode. But anyways, guys, this has been super fun. So yes, I did this, and this is incredibly weird. I know. I might end up moving them later on. I realize this is actually the second to last set. I think this is either the last set or the 44 is the last set. Either way, I didn't know I was wearing the god set. I was wearing, there's apparently an evil and a good set. This is like a good and evil kind of thing, and this is the good one. And I actually have the pants as well, which I didn't realize. what looks better? Like these pants maybe dyed red, I bet would look pretty darn good. I should have like looked at that, but I guess that black sort of fits in with my arms. But either way, I went through all of my armor that I currently have, and these are all the different sets, all the different models. And so there's like 43 of the base, and then you have the 3 scrappy that are right here that go from 0, 1 to 2. And then I guess it starts back at 0. That's what I assumed. And then leads up. But look at this one. This is like that dragon set, looks pretty cool. But yeah, I went through, and all the armor that I have some boots for things I don't have full sets for. But there's actually some pretty cool looking stuff. Now that I put it all together and can see it, like, there are some pretty neat things. I didn't realize this was the helmet for the set that I was using before. Like everybody was calling what the blast furnace set. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And then I almost have the full main set for the lion. And then of course we have the donkey set. And then this one looked really cool. Like, I don't know what the rest of this is supposed to look like, and I think this is dyed orange, but I don't know. Looks really cool. This one's also almost completely done. Like, I would honestly wear this. But yeah, I'm just missing the boots, I think. But yeah, that's a pretty cool looking one as well. But anyways, all of this hard work, I feel like it's like slowly paying off. The literal 12 days. 12 days. I have 12 days in this so far. 12 days worth of gameplay. Not to mention, I also am on day 958. Yeah, that's a thing. I have put a lot of time and effort into this, and man, I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm still enjoying it. Like, to be on episode 50 is insane to me. Insane. And I wouldn't upload these videos if it wasn't for you guys. You guys are literally what makes this possible. You guys are absolutely amazing. Of course, I've spent so much today. I know it was a shorter episode. I've spent so much time today building. I'm just going to bask in this. And tomorrow, we're going to light back up that portal, and we're going to get jumping right back into some more vaults, because we have level 100 to achieve. That is going to be our next goal. And honestly, it's very, very achievable. It's definitely a very achievable, since we now gather quite a bit more stuff in the vaults. I definitely see it on the horizon. But of course, today, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to be a huge thanks going to Sukio. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member, showing off that amazing badge over on the Discord. That roll color, bright red, being a redstone supporter. Thank you so much for your amazing support. And of course, guys, if you're interested in joining the Discord, all you have to do is go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. Join the amazing crew over there. All you got to do is just literally click the link, and bam, you're in the Discord. It's awesome. It's an awesome place to hang out. I do hang out in the voice chat all the time, so be sure to check that out. And of course, guys, be sure to check out my store, ChosenArchitect.store, where you can find some awesome merch if that's something you're interested in. But of course, guys, it's been an amazing day. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you do. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, well, leave a comment down below. If you did enjoy it, also leave a comment down below, because I love to read the comments. I thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.